beautiful people, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody is having an amazing weekend. Let's just get straight into this video, which I'm going to be discussing Katie Joy involving herself with the Colleen Ballinger situation, and something just left a very bad taste in my mouth. But before that, my usual disclaimer: please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. This situation with Colleen Ballinger has been going on for about a month. Well, since it has come up again, but it seems like forever because there are so many layers to the story and so many more people have been exposed trying to save their own ass. There have been other victims that have found the courage and bravery to come forward and stand in their truth. I have been watching Adam McIntyre go from being defeated because people didn't want to believe him and didn't believe him for years, to finding solace, yet also still screaming for the right people to take action and fully hold Colleen Ballinger responsible and accountable for the hurt that she caused him and she allowed others to bring upon him by disparaging him, bullying him, targeting him, and at times his family too. Now you get without a crystal ball that decided to involve herself and add her 2 cents, and granted, everyone is allowed to do whatever they want, yet I'm also going to do the same and give my 2 cents and call her out on her bullshit and fakeness, because where was she 3 years ago when Adam needed the support? She could have done so much more and done what she does best, and I'm talking about dig into Colleen's life and find all the shit that needed to be exposed then. Nope, she didn't do that. Yet a few years later, she decided to create a beef with Adam McIntyre. She says that she does not condone Colleen's actions, yet goes on to give her an excuse for all the shit she did. No ma'am. And this is the first post that she made. Colleen Ballinger's character Miranda Singh shaming a 16-year-old's body and comparing her to PORN on stage at a show. These tweets are from the young woman that Colleen targeted. This was part of Colleen's Netflix special. Colleen's character Miranda was inspired by a super conservative Christian upbringing. Colleen attended a Christian college and was heavily involved in the evangelical purity culture in her youth and early adulthood. Her character is hypersexual, heavily focused on purity culture, body shaming and objectifying the bodies of the children that came to her show. Her jokes are inappropriate for children, even if she is seemingly mocking her upbringing with Miranda. The children she targets are real humans. Miranda would frequently pull up children onto stage and compare minor children to porn. It seems in Colleen's mind, the satirical nature of the character would make her feel this behavior is harmless, but it's not harmless. What transpired as a 16-year-old, now an adult, feeling objectified, embarrassed and shamed by her idol. Then millions of people on Netflix have watched the special, further causing her trauma. Colleen may have stripped her religious upbringing, but she hasn't let go of the harmful, damaging beliefs around purity culture and modesty. Wow. So this is what Katie Joy feels what Miranda is going through, or what Miranda is feeling. Don't forget that. Colleen's lack of boundaries with minor fans is astonishing, and her lack of concern for the damage she caused them is astounding. She's currently on tour selling cancelled merchandise and mocking the idea of being cancelled on social media. In the next post she makes, she blames the parents for allowing their kids to watch Miranda or consume her content. Too little too late without a crystal ball for that. And who are you to go after other parents? Have you looked at yourself lately, Katie Joy, with that stuffed doll you bought for your son from the horror video game Poppy's Playtime? The one who talks about Joshua Duggar in front of a child, and that tells you how relieved it is that he doesn't have to hear about Joshua Duggar. The parent that needs to talk to a son about life expectancy, because those are the type of topics that is discussed in his presence and that he ponders about. And then also a child that you allowed, your son that you allowed to be locked in a room for 10 hours while you merrily sat on a live discussing shit while your son is locked in a room for 10 hours. That is the parent that you are, Katie Joy. So in my opinion, you have no place trying to shame other parents. Colleen Ballinger's channel, Miranda Sings, is marketed towards children despite the channel not being kid-friendly. On the channel, Miranda routinely responds to haters and comments, which is not kid-friendly. She discusses potty training children, not kid-friendly. Miranda mocks comments from haters which are clearly children and insults grammar and spelling, not kid-friendly. Miranda posts comments that contain curse words, not kid-friendly. I don't know if it's her ridiculous outfits or her makeup, but somehow she fooled parents to think her content is for children. Her content is not for children. Her content is inappropriate for children. I would never allow my 10-year-old to watch a channel like this, but you would allow your 10-year-old to be locked in a room for 10 hours. In my home, we have rules about the channels my son watches. He is not allowed to watch any channels that curse, discuss adult topics, or assess trauma happening to them online. We've had to monitor the channels he watches, listen to the language they use, and topics they discuss. Bullshit. We make the choices about what he watches and don't trust the creators or YouTube to tell us if the content is kid-friendly. Colleen's issue is she marketed this to kids. YouTube allowed her to market to kids, and parents enabled their kids to allowing them to watch it. It's up to parents to be involved in their children's lives and know what they are consuming online. My son doesn't like it when we have to turn off a channel, but he understands why and knows it's for his best interest. I watched only 5 videos on the channel to realize it's not for kids, so I'm not sure why other parents can't see it. Notwithstanding, this doesn't change Colleen's inappropriate interaction with children or her group chat. That is wrong and deserves to be called out. No shit, Sherlock. Then she finally decides to make a post tagging Adam McIntyre, the sole person that was brave enough from the get-go to stand up for himself and his family and to expose the monster Colleen Ballinger is. And only now do you, without a crystal ball, want to bring attention to your audience. Not because you cared about him, in my opinion, but because you feel this is a connection to what you report on. And that's conservative Christianity and fundamentalism with all this purity shenanigans. And this is the post that she made. Adam McIntyre was a fan of Colleen Ballinger that was given exclusive access to her for years. From the ages of 13 through 17, Adam participated in a group chat with 23 other fans, nearly all were minors. Colleen Ballinger spoke freely to the kids about sex, asked them questions about their sex lives, menstruation, spoke about using sex toys, trauma dumped about her divorce to her first husband, and used her fans for free labor and to defend her online. A former member of the group chat, Cody Rance, exposed all of this earlier this month. They also exposed that Colleen was using her group of superfans to target and harass her ex-husband. In 2020, Colleen allowed Adam to take over her Twitter. He posted tweets with her approval. When one tweet garnered her backlash, Colleen blamed Adam and dropped him immediately. He was removed from all group chats. She stopped talking to him. Adam was 17 at the time. Colleen then used her superfans to have them harass and expose Adam, despite Adam doing nothing wrong. Adam and numerous others involved in this chat have posted screenshots on Twitter of the highly inappropriate conversations Ballinger had with minors. Her ex-husband was interviewed by the Huffington Post. Joshua Evans took full responsibility for the inappropriate contact they had with minors. He explained in detail that they both knew it wasn't right, but continued to contact the minor fans. Most of Colleen's inner circle was involved in inappropriate and grooming activities with children online. Adam and others have been interviewed by Rolling Stone, NBC News, and other major outlets. Adam and others have been sharing everything on Twitter along with videos on YouTube. This behavior is not right and has no place on YouTube. Colleen is losing sponsors. She refuses to comment. Children were her audience, and she knew that. Now these fans are sharing the grooming they experienced by her in her inner circle. This isn't made up. At the Adam McIntyre. In my opinion, Katie Joy is just the same as Colleen Ballinger, has no boundaries. We experienced how she reported on the heinous stuff Joshua Duggar did and how she didn't find it hard at all to report on. And she tried her best to be sad. She couldn't even bring tears to come out of her eyes. And she spoke about all this in earshot of her son. She went looking for this kind of content that Joshua Duggar was looking at and found it. I am so sorry, Adam, that you and your family had to go through this, that you were tormented, harassed, bullied, and berated for years and no one believed you. And now you get someone like Katie Joy who is reporting on it because she feels she can make the connection to conservative Christians. I am so sorry once again, Adam. I wish you nothing but the best. I wish you get the healing you rightfully deserve. And I wish you all the peace moving forward. So you guys, let me know what you think about this. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And don't forget, make good memories. Bye, guys.